welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a face of new makeup. This is what I currently look like. You can tell that my hair hasn't been washed for some time and I've got no makeup on my face, so let's not judge. This is a safe space here. So if you want to see an average person with average makeup skills testing some new makeup, then keep watching. Alright, so a couple of disclaimers. I actually have vitamin C paste on my face, and the vitamin C paste that I use from Alpha H has quite a slick, so it's going to be interesting to see how the base products adhere to that. But I'm actually going to try out the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer and the Easy Blur Foundation today. I know every man and his dog's been talking about this, but they're all like serious makeup artists, so at least you get a perspective of someone who isn't a makeup artist and just enjoys makeup. So actually the primer feels exactly like the vitamin C paste. It's got the exact same consistency. Kind of like the Professional pore filling primer, if you know that feeling. Doesn't have a strong scent, but it feels nice on the skin, so let's see if it gets tacky. And again, the vitamin C paste might throw that primer off, but so far I can't feel a lot of tack. Definitely feels like it might have smoothed out of the skin, but I've got some large pores, and to be fair, I don't think anything's going to fill those in. So I'm going to try the Easy Blur Foundation now. I'm hoping I got the right shade, and the shade that I chose is Macaroon 230N, if I could speak properly. I'm just going to use a beauty blender to put that on. The lighting in here is quite bright, so it's going to be interesting to see. I have quite a lot of red in my face, especially around my nose. In fact, this might be a little bit dark for me. Hang on, I'm just going to change the lighting so you can see better. I'll be right. So I took out some of the natural lighting, and now I've got artificial lighting to see, so you can see it in the natural and the artificial. You might say, why do I take my foundation right up under my eyeballs, which technically I believe you're not meant to do, but sometimes I will do it depending on how discolored I am, because I often find that because I have such dark under eyes, I typically need the foundation to cover that aspect as well. So far, I'm not hating it, and I can see what the rage is about because it's giving me quite good coverage. I'm getting older now, so I will take my foundation down quite low. Just gonna get rid of some of that pink in there. But see how I'm quite pink rimmed around my eyes? I haven't been feeling well the last couple of days, so that's what that's about. The other thing I bought was the Huda Beauty color corrector, and I got mine in the shade, should have bought my glasses, Pink Pomelo. I have tried this already, but only once, so we're just gonna see how we feel about this again. I also bought the Rare Beauty concealer brush, but today, because we've already tapped that foundation up around the eyes, I'm just gonna use the beauty blender. So I'm just gonna tap that in. Now, I have quite deep grooves under my eyes. I'm 43 and I carry a weight, so nothing is going to fix that unless I lose weight or got some form of, look, I lift. I love that. Look, boop, boop. And I'm quite, see my age here. So there's nothing you can do to fix that. And to be honest, it doesn't bother me. I just like pretending like sometimes I'm 23 again. So far, I'm actually quite a fan of this. It's not like as full coverage as what I expected. And maybe that's not the point. It was just to sort of even out the skin. But anyway, I'm just going to change and go back to natural lighting again so you can get another point of view. This is what it looks like in natural light. I'm actually quite a fan of it. I'm just going to check in my own mirror. Yeah. Now I still have some darkness peeking through under my eyes, but I'm actually not going anywhere. Hence, I'm wearing my nightie. So I'm not going to worry too much, but you can obviously conceal again under the eyes. But because I'm not going anywhere, I'm just not going to bother with that. So I don't have anything specifically brand new for a cream bronzer, but I did recently get a mystery box from Colourpop, and they had this Soul Body and Face bronzer in the shade Light. I'm actually just going to go back in with my beauty blender and just tap this out around the perimeter face. I quite like this for a light bronzing moment. It suits my skin complexion quite well. So I just tap around the perimeter. The way I always taught was to do like a E motion from the top, and then if I want to snatch my chubby chins a little bit, I will do some and bring it down under my, see, makes a bit of a difference in terms of the shading on my chin, and then I will take it up through the nose area. And today we're going to do some on the eyeballs. Now I just realized I have a brand new cheek product. I've got the Shanakai Cheek Gelée. I got it in a mystery box, but for some reason I cannot, for the life of me, get the product to come out. So, oh, hang on a second. Oh my God. Okay, right. That's embarrassing. So I had a tiny little sealer on the top here, and you can see I've been squeezing it. So I'm actually going to squeeze some out on my hand and show you. I'll tell you the shade if I can read it. Let me just put my glasses on. I just hit that age where I started to struggle to read my phone close up. And so I've had to accept now that glasses are a necessity. If I can get them to sit properly. That is, okay, why not this? It's in the shade Vibrant. So this is the color. It's quite dark. But we'll get it to sheer out on my complexion. So I'm just going to pick it straight up and just tap it on my cheeks. See, I'm just going to do a light flush of color there. Apply a little bit more. In fact, on this side, I'll just show you if we can manage the same thing by doing it directly, though. Okay, that works. So that shears out. And then I'll just use the rest of it on the other side of my face. I don't have fancy lighting, guys, so this is very natural lighting that you're seeing here. But to be fair, and I love beauty YouTubers, but sometimes, well, because they're all typically quite young, or they've got amazing lighting, it's really hard to tell what their makeup would look like on, like, an actual 43-year-old's face in natural lighting. I just wanted to bring to your attention, I also picked up the Emco Beauty. This is an Australian brand. I just got their lash and brow growth because I went through a stage where one of my eyelashes was really bothering me and I was plucking them out. But I don't know how I feel about this company. I know they dupe a lot of mainstream products, but I just thought for lash and brow serum, I'd just grab that. Now, obviously, a lot of people powder. I'm not going to powder today because, like I said, I'm just chilling out at home. I'm still cleaning the house and I'm having heaps of fun. But the other thing I wanted to mention that I love, absolutely love, is the Nude Sticks Hydropeptide Lip Butter in shea with shea and avocado. I'm just going to pop some of this on. so that I have some hydration. When my lips are pretty dry, I had to take some vitamins yesterday, basically to help me because I felt like I was getting sick. And my other favorite product is the Gimme Brow. I don't have good brow skills, so anything that just I can add a bit more color and fullness to my brows, that's the way I'll go. I will try one day to kind of teach myself properly how to do brows, but it's not really a significant part of my routine. And it's just something that I think I'm going to rectify because my brows are so light naturally. I'm actually just going to probably get like a brow tattoo done at some point. So that's the brows. I said I'm not going to set my face with any powder, but sometimes I will use just my bronzer and my blush to add some setting to the face. But something I love at the moment, I can't even remember how I got this. I think I got it from Priceline. So I'm Australian, so our kind of like drugstore beauty mostly comes from Priceline, but it's the Essence Bronze Your Way. This is so good. Like honestly, so good. I particularly love this sort of middle shade, which has a bit more shimmer. But honestly, if you get access to this, it's just such a good little pack to have. I'm going to show you. It's quite pigmented, not like hugely so, but again, I'm just going to go around the perimeter of my face. And I'm going to add, sorry, probably today just a little bit darker because I am not feeling great. So my complexion is quite pale. So look, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a makeup expert, but again, I was taught this kind of C, so E here, and then I bring down another C under the chin. Or in fact, it's just a full E, right? So like that. And I'm just going to pop some on the nose. And then again, I'm just going to bring it up over the eyes just to add some already dimension for when I apply my eyeshadow. I do have a brand new blush, but the palette I'm using today, which I picked up yesterday from Chemist Warehouse, I really wanted to try this Flower Beauty Petal Play. In fact, I really want to try their Jungle Lights, but for some reason it's really hard to get those here in Australia. So I'm going to try that one, but because it's a light eyeshadow palette, I really want to go in on my Krista by Benefit. This is the only blush that I currently have by Benefit. I don't know, I can't remember how it came to me, but I'm happy it did because for me, it just, oops, probably went out a bit heavy there, but that's okay. We will make it work. For me, it just adds this beautiful pink, peach pop of color and brings back some of the natural redness in my face. But look at that, it's just gorgeous. So at this point, I am still loving this Huda Beauty base and the primer. It actually, even though I don't have any powder on, and it's quite warm in here, I don't have a lot of heavy makeup feeling, if that makes sense. So I feel like it's quite light wearing on the face. So if you can afford it, I actually would recommend, I don't know if you need this for this, like I guess they're kind of sort of marketing it that way, but I would definitely try this for sure. Yeah, the Chantecaille Cheek Gelée, I think probably for how much it would typically cost you, I got it in a box. I really like Chantecaille as a brand, and I see some beauty influencers like who get sent their PR and it's just like, wow, like, but I don't think it would ever really be worth what you're paying for it, considering that there's a lot of amazing cream products. So at this point, I'm actually going to add some setting spray. I did recently get some of the new Essence collection with Disney, and I got the Mickey sorry, the Minnie Mouse setting spray. It's cute. I don't know how well it works, but again, I'm not going anywhere. The smell is fresh and sweet. It's nice. But again, I don't know in terms of the veracity of making the makeup last, but again, I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't really matter. I've popped the artificial lighting back on again so you can see what I look like in artificial lighting, which is not gonna make any difference to me today because I'm not going anywhere. But I'm actually gonna start swatching out this palette for you. So this is, ooh. So that's actually the pink shade in the palette, which is a shimmer. There's 3 shimmers in here. In fact, it's not all shimmers, is it? Oh Lord, it is all shimmers. Okay, I didn't think that through. So I'm looking straight at you guys and trying to figure out how to position my hands. That's the gold, and then we've got like a, I'm not gonna swatch them all now because I realize they're all shimmers. I'm gonna have to probably go back into my bronzer and just deepen up my outer crease because that's not gonna work. I'm gonna do kind of a bit of a blown out look today. So I'm gonna go back into the Essence palette. I might just use this darker shade here because look at the kick up, but who cares, right? And I'm just gonna go with a big brush, and I have heavy hooded lids, so big brushes don't scare me because ultimately I need to use all the real estate of my eyelid so that people can see that I'm actually wearing eyeshadow. So again, just going back and forward motions right up into the top, even actually above the crease, and then blowing it out into the corners. So we just get a bit of dimension outside of the shimmers that we're going to put on from that palette. I didn't even realize that there was no mattes in that palette, but that's okay. I got plenty of eyeshadow palettes, so just going to add some dimension in the eyes there. I mean, look, some days will work, like with a bit of mascara. That's all you probably need. I typically always try to use my fingers. I'm actually going to go with that pink shade there that I swatched because it was stunning. Oh yeah. I have big fingers, so you know how they say like shimmers are better swatched with your hands. I'm actually going to take that across the full lid because I'm going to do quite a simple look today. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, this cost me on sale something like $10. Chemist Warehouse was having a sale, so I grabbed some bits and bobs, but that is pretty. And then what I'll do is, because I've used my finger, I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to soften the edges there. See, even look, it creates a bit of like, you know, highlight. So if you drag your finger in, you can get some highlight. I'm naturally very dark all around here, so an inner corner highlight. So I'm not going to actually add any more dimension to that eye look today because, like I have said for a million times, this is just me doing makeup at home. I did get some new mascaras from Chemist Warehouse, but I don't want to open them at this stage because I have literally like 5 open. So the other thing I got from the Essence collection was the Mickey Extreme Volume and Curl. Again, not a huge mascara expert. I will just simply coat, and remembering I do have that serum on. I know a lot of people wiggle, but I always end up tending to knock myself in the actual eyeball or the eyelid if I mess around too much with mascara. I don't have steady hands, but yeah, I mean, this does what it says it's gonna do. Yeah, I think I used to have really long full lashes when I was younger, but because I rub my eyes a lot from hay fever or just having itchy eyes, that's why I'm starting to use the lash serum to grow them out. So this is what we look like with the actual face. In terms of lips today, I do have a lot of new lip products, but the one I wanted to share with you, and again, like I assume all these beauty YouTubers get this stuff in PR, but why does everyone sleep on Rimmel? Because lately I've been using a lot of Rimmel products. I got some in like some mystery bags that Priceline were doing, but so I went back to Chemist Warehouse and I saw that they had these Thrill Seeker glassy glosses. They smell amazing, and so everyone's raving about the Milani fruit fetishes, and everyone's raving about the NYX fat drip lip oils, but this one smells like candy and it just glides on. I mean, it is so soft. It actually feels like the primer. It's like a consistency between a lip gloss and a lip oil. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do for the lips today. So this is what the full face looks like. We're going to just put a bit more of an intense setting spray on, which will be the Milk makeup one, which I've used before, which I really like. And then my hair needs a good wash, but we're just going to zhuzh it up. I'm actually a natural blonde, so you can see some of the blonde peeking through. My hair's overdue, but I've gone in this copper brown stage, and this is the new face of makeup. This is pretty much the style of makeup I wear on the everyday now, and it's just an average person's makeup. I'm not a makeup expert, but you can go from looking pretty pretty dull looking to get some color. I wear makeup because it helps just make me feel good, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to if you don't want to as a woman, but for me, I just feel like even though I'm going to be cleaning the house, I'm going to be walking around, you know, with a bit of a little willy wag in my tail because I look cute, right? So yeah, so I think Huda Beauty has got something in those face products. I would recommend you trying at least the foundation, but my biggest recommendation is from the drugstore. It's the Essence Bronze and the Rimmel Thrill Seeker. You know, you don't have to pay a lot of money to get good makeup because the drugstore's where it's at most of the time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you all soon. From one stranger to another, may your day be filled with blessings. Bye.